Welcome back to Storytime with Sean. These entitled people are bold with a capital B, but they didn't think their plan all the way through. Story 1 is titled Crazy Entitled Couple Tries to Run Our Delivery Van Off the Road, then Demands Free Catering. This happened sometime last year, but due to it being an open incident, I held off sharing it until now. In late winter, early spring of last year, I got a call in from the delivery driver that someone had brake checked them on the main road into town, then sped off. Luckily, it was after delivery was completed, so nothing delicate was on board. I take down the plate, vehicle info, all the standard stuff for an incident of road rage. But before I can finish up the call, the brake checkers actually called into our main office. Before I can finish the standard spiel, they immediately cut me off screaming, M, myself, EW, entitled woman, EM, entitled man. Most of this is paraphrasing since it's been a while, and I don't want to try to dig up the phone recordings, assuming they haven't been deleted. Hello, you've reached XYZ Cater. Your a-hole driver just tried to run us off the road. Now, I know our driver. They're the least aggressive, most careful driver I've ever seen. They regularly deliver precious items like wedding cakes without so much as disturbing them. If anything, they're too cautious, not running people off the road. Excuse me, sir, but I don't think our delivery van would have tried to run you off the road intentionally. Were you perhaps traveling in the vehicle's blind spot? There are warning signs on the delivery van to avoid lingering in blind spots when the driver signals. This is about as far as I got trying to be diplomatic.
Why are you defending this a-hole? This is a minimum wage idiot that probably doesn't even belong in this country.
Your driver tried to kill us, and you're making excuses. This is outrageous. Sir, ma'am, please calm down. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of things. Do you know who I am? I'll shut your whole operation down. You listen to me, you little R-word. You better be ready to give us some hefty compensation, or we'll take this to the police and we'll sue you.
We have a party coming up. If you'd agreed to cater it for free, we might let all of this go.
I have no doubt the look on my face when I heard that out of that woman must have been one of the most exasperated faces I've ever made. Just pausing to try and process this bizarre demand. Hey, stupid! Did you even hear what my wife was saying? Do you speak proper English? It is at this point I've had enough. I'd put the pieces together as soon as they complained about road rage. Are you license plate ABCDC 12345 gold 4-door crossover? Are you the a-hole racial slur driving that big stupid van? No, but the driver called in you having brake checked them just before you called in. We just tried to stop the driver because he was a danger to everyone on the road. Uh-huh. Well, we'll just see what the facts are once the vehicle's camera footage is reviewed. Our delivery vehicle is equipped with 360-degree recording. Just let me pull that up. BS, there's no such thing. Unlucky for him, there is. It's similar to the 360 Tesla cam. Unfortunately, you can't pull it up for situational awareness while moving over 20 kilometers an hour. Thanks, whatever safety being countered thought that needed to be locked out. Pulls up the footage from the fleet management software, then proceeds to see the gold car in question not just travel in the blind spot, they were fully behind the vehicle, then sped up to try to cut it off when the driver turned on the signal to change lanes. Sir, I can clearly see that your wife in the driver's seat sped up after the driver signaled intent to change lanes, entering the vehicle's blind spot. Then, instead of slowing down when the vehicle started to change lanes, you kept trying to push up until you were forced onto the shoulder.
No, that's not what happened.
Don't interrupt. I can then clearly see you zip into the left lane, overtake the van, merge in front without signaling at an unsafe distance, then slam on your brakes. After reviewing this footage, I think it's a great idea to get the police involved. Sputtering and trying to come up with something to say. Hang up the phone, Karen! They disconnected the call and I had a good laugh, then made an online police report. I bet their insurance premiums will never be the same. That one takes some gall. That's like breaking into someone's house, breaking your foot by kicking in the door, and then calling them and being like, Hey, bro, I broke in your house and I hurt myself trying to kick in your door. Here's the thing. I won't sue you if you give me that flat screen TV that I was trying to take and I couldn't get it out of the door. Deal? People are crazy. On to story 2. Story 2 is titled, But We Missed Special Character. Okay, before we jump into the story, I'm guessing this place is Disney, so we're gonna pick a Disney character. We're gonna go with Ariel instead of special character. Ready? Let's go. TLDR at the end. So I've been with a certain company in a certain area of the US known for that company and its parks. For the most part, people are nice and understanding, and I've rarely had interactions with what I would deem entitled people. But every so often, you get them. So much so that the employees have an actual name for them. If you guessed the company, you might know the term already. My biggest one goes all the way back to my first stint with them back in 2015. I worked a job that got people to the parks. And on this day, one of our transports was having a fit to the point it had to be taken out of service ASAP for safety reasons, which unfortunately takes a bit and caused about a 15 to 20 minute delay. It's such a hassle that if the problem can be fixed without removal, they will do that. So naturally, we expected a few people to be upset, but we were not expecting someone like this couple.
Excuse me, what took so long?
Unfortunately, due to the issue with the transport in front of you, we had to delay your arrival by a few minutes while we removed it, but you're all good to go.
So how far behind are we?
Unfortunately, I don't have an exact time, but I hope your day is still enjoyable. Standard company response as dictated by management. We're about 30 minutes behind based on my watch.
So I guess they're delaying the parade by that long, right?
They'd better, otherwise we miss seeing Ariel. Now, I wanted to ignore them, but we're directed to clarify stuff like this to head off problems and also to enable the park's guests to get the most out of their day. Also, pretty much anyone who has worked at or gone to said parks or any similar parks for that matter knows that certain shows and parades run as close to scheduled time as possible and don't deviate. So, deep breath before my reply. Unfortunately, said parade starts at 8 a.m. and since Ariel is at the front of the parade, it's unlikely you will see them. However, there is another opportunity to see them and even meet them at this attraction and show, which is also in this park. No, we're doing that tomorrow when we come back to this park. Our daughter loves Ariel, and we're going to see as much of Ariel as we can on this trip. Don't worry, honey. I'm sure we can catch the parade tomorrow.
No, we have a dining reservation then. They can just restart the parade from the beginning today.
Wait, what? I don't think they can do that.
Why not? We paid to be here. Otherwise, you and the other employees wouldn't have jobs.
I look at the husband, hoping to see as confused a look as I know I have. Instead, he seems to be considering the idea. He even mentioned how he wonders how much money it would take. Though, I'd like to think or hope that was merely a joke. Anyways, they walk off still debating it as if it's a serious thing, while another employee who overheard comes up to me and asks, did they really just offer to pay to have the parade restarted so they could see Ariel in it? Which I could only stare after Ken and Karen and their family in disbelief. TLDR, family at amusement park missed afternoon parade because of a transportation issue and expected it to be delayed for them or restarted. Also suggested paying for it to be restarted. Okay, so 2 ways of looking at this. Either that family is stupid rich where they have the money to pay a park to restart a parade so they can see it. If so, I'm in the wrong business. I need to do whatever those people are doing. Or second, and more likely, we have some people who bought tickets to a park and just thought because they're them, people should do whatever they want. Where when you're dealing with common people, parks are like this. Leave your wallet with us at the door. don't come back until you buy some more. That's a little line for Bebe's Kids for people that are around my age. And I'm showing my age with that one. Also, in case you didn't catch it, I didn't read this story ahead of time. As I was reading, I'm visualizing a family going to an amusement park early in the morning, but by the time we got to the TLDR, we see it's the afternoon. So we're not going to edit it or fix it or make it look like I knew it all along. We're going for authenticity here. If you enjoyed the stories as I read them to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Maybe by now on the screen, YouTube is giving you some options for some of my other videos. So if you're looking to follow down a YouTube rabbit hole, how about giving mine a shot? We will see you next time at Storytime with Sean. Have a good one. See you later.